Visionomicon.
Sights from beyond.
Culture Cult.
Okay, basically now Wormrot is in somewhat like our own lockdown thing, because in our camp right now is basically just everyone trying our best, to create new songs. Because at the moment right now we are trying our best to write new songs for the new album. But that is pretty tough because everything we are doing right now is via WhatsApp, which is it's quite agonizing because it's very different from going on rehearsal spaces and all that. We miss jamming lah, basically. It's really been a while since me, Rashid and Vijesh met. We only communicate via online and all that, all the songwriting processes right now are still online based. So hopefully when phase 2 arrives and we are able to jam again and all that, I think it will be way easier. And the chemistry, I don't know, personally to me, I need the chemistry to write songs. So yeah, other than that, I think earlier this year we toured twice, I think. One was with Misery Index, and the other one was with Obituary earlier this year, before all this breakout happened. And yeah, we had a lot of fun, man. The thing is about touring all this, you get used to this touring lifestyle, but other than that, due to the recent whatever bullshit that is happening right now, is kind of like a culture shock for us, because we've been touring constantly, almost annually. And yeah, we were supposed to tour this year in the US and Europe for 2 months each, but that got cancelled. And yeah, shit happens, man. But other than that, I'm not too sure what else we are planning to do for Wormrot for this year, besides just writing songs. We have tour merchandises is still in progress for the printing and shipping out and all that. And yeah, that might take some time, because due to businesses in Singapore, the printing company also are going through shit as well, so there will be delays, definitely. Other than that, I think we are just chilling, just do our day job. Rashid's working, Vijesh is also working, and myself too. So just trying our best to be as sane as possible during these trying times. So yeah, I guess that's about it for Wormrot. I believe a few months back we kind of did a live chat stream. We might revisit that again sometime in the near future, but as of now, I think we would rather lay low for a while and just work hard for our own family first. Always family first. And who knows, once everything is back to normal again, and we'll emerge. So yeah. If you talk about the last time I just started really listening to extreme music, it was Metallica. One of their live albums and all that. That kind of the first metal band I got introduced by a friend of mine way back in the day. And after that, it starts to get heavier and heavier, like bands like Slayer, bands like Pantera, bands like Sepultura, Soulfly, and all that. Even Limp Bizkit and all that new age metal stuff. yeah, other than that, I start to research by my own what is the most extreme genre in terms of extreme music wise. And yeah, it lead me to bands like Cannibal Corpse and all that, and slowly getting more extreme, like brutal death metal and all that. And yeah, that's when I started my own band called Flesh Disgorge. I used to be a drummer in that band, but it just short-lived because I suck at it. And I move on to guitars, and then lastly vocals. So I'm not really, starting off, I'm not immediately a vocalist. Basically, I was just a guitarist first. I remember purchasing my Dimebag Daryl Signature Series, that Flying Bee Washburn guitar. So yeah, I was a guitarist back then, and then slowly venture into vocals, because at that point of time, Flesh Disgorge do not have a vocal slot for the band, hence why I kind of like just try it, and I felt very comfortable with it, and it brings me here. So yeah, other than that, bands like as I grew older, more into the grind scene, I take a lot of influence by bands like Magruder Grind, bands like Insect Warfare, bands like Phobia as well. Not to mention locally also inspires me a lot, bands like Magnicide, bands like Demisor, Fallen World, I Saw, Bombard, Grey Code, back in the day, all those grind local bands that they kick ass, man. And as well as bands like Chrysalids and all that is arbitrary element as well. They have this kind of cephalic carnage kind of sound. That's how I fell in love with grind, and immediately right after, I start going to local shows and everything, enjoying the intensity, the sincere energy of all these talented local bands. Make me think that, man, I should start my very own grindcore band, a grind extreme band, not necessarily grindcore. But yeah, those the biggest one of the most biggest influences I came across. All those bands, and as well as majority are local bands, because I start from witnessing locally live, and they are fucking amazing. Alright, ROTWORKS is actually did I say Rockwood? ROTWORKS is actually my somewhat like an art brand. I've been doing artworks for a very long time, probably since 1999, or was it 98? I just have this passion of at one point of time, I love still life drawing, and from there I kind of venture into more extreme stuff and all that. I was from Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts, taking interior design. So that's just because my uncle, psycho me into getting this course, and make sure I'm very interested with interior design. And along the way, you grew up, you get stressed with all the projects and all that, and I think it's not worth it. It's just not my passion to have interior design as a career. And I start venturing other forms of artwork, like dark artworks and all that. At that point of time, I've already listened to metal and all that stuff, but all these dark arts and those depressing surrealism kind of art, I've been doing commission work since 2000, the year 2000 or 2001. just a small commission, you know, bands like Development and all that. Sometimes I just do it for free just to get, you know, gain recognition, just put my name out there. But as I grew along, I learned new techniques. I kind of improve myself along the way. Of course, you should be improving because it's been decades ago, and up till now, I'm still, you know, receiving, you know, commission pieces and all that. I guess the art form just surrounds my family. It's in the genes, you know. My mom is great at arts, you know. My father is great at arts, and as well my little sister is an art director in a company. So we are very art oriented, you know, people. Hence why we just don't stop. And to get commissions and all that, it just kind of push you further to be more creative, more motivated and all that to do the next time around. So yeah, man, ROTWORKS. I do not wish to say my rates and everything, but if any of you guys are interested, you know, I have my Instagram. You can check it out. You can inbox me, whatever. If you are trying to inquire certain rates for a certain project. So yeah. Lastly, I just want to say that everyone, please be safe out there. I know, we all know, you know, the whole world know that everything is in turmoil right now. But we have to stand strong. We have to follow the rules and regulations. Definitely stay as clean as possible. I do not wish to jinx this, but I think Singapore is improving along the way. Hopefully, it gradually improves. And once it's improved, hopefully, you know, everyone will not go berserk and just go all out, but still take note of the do's and don'ts, you know, just to get everything really stable before you do what you usually do before all these things. And also, I cannot wait for the first ever show in Singapore right after this. I think everyone would, you know, go crazy, go apeshit over the first ever show after all these things. And I'm very sure we love to be a part of that. I mean, Wormrot would love to be a part of that very first show in local scene with all our friends, you know, friends, bands and bandmates, all that blah blah blah. That would be amazing. So alright. I just want to say thank you guys. I also want to thank Arif from This Is Weird. I've never addressed someone else as with my own name. I have to thank Arif from Intvws as well for hitting me up with this interview. This is really the first time I'm doing this, you know, this kind of interview, you know, video wise, and I love the questions are awesome, very brief for once, for fuck's sake, a very straightforward questions. So thank you, Arif of Intvws. Hope to see Intvws back on stage again, man. It's really been a fucking long time. And you please do take care of yourself as well, Arif, and hopefully to see you real soon in one of the upcoming shows or whatever. So this is Arif Rod, and you are watching Visionomicon.
Visionomicon.
Sights from beyond.